Oh yeah. Oh, you saw the Instagram post I just saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I posted yeah, it looked beautiful. I mean, it looked like it wasn't finished. Obviously, it wasn't
Yeah.
finished, but the concept of it and the fighting style looked didn't feel restricted. It felt so. How do you say it?
You know who could pull off a definitely good Superman game? The people who made God of War, the last one. It would be perfect. Like just like utter chaos, buildings falling down, and just like boom, 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 and even the button smashing game thing, it would be perfect
Dude, that would be
if they were
fucking
made.
beautiful if they did that. Yes,
Somebody
sir.
came out.
Did you
Somebody
just
came
put
out and
rainbow flags? My guy, this is a Mexican type of heritage. Like the color scheme, not fucking,
how did they get the rainbow
rainbows.
flag out of that?
I don't, he graduated, but he didn't finish graduation as we have.
Oh, so he's not stupid. He's stupid. Stupid. He's stupid.
Yes,
He's
class
bullied.
of 2021. Goddamn right. Finally fucking graduated. Bachelor's. My girl got me this. Never gonna leave. This is forever with. Um, First, that's a rainbow. I know. That's why I said why a rainbow emoji. It's not a rainbow. Uh, this fucking guy. Just put Mexico. That's the point of it is Mexico. It's fucking. This fucking. All right. Anyways, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, geek gods. How you doing? Yes, I took that from Tim the Tatman. God damn it, Adam. Today we're gonna talk about Superman Lois. We're gonna talk about our favorite three Batmen, right? Batmen, and we're gonna rant. Now, why is there a fly in my freaking room?
Kill it, man.
It's on my screen. Oh, that is one thick ass fly. See that bitch?
Ew.
That's a thick
Crazy.
ass fly.
The fact that you actually caught it is funny. I'm surprised it didn't fly away. Or did it just appear on the camera? You see, like they're like.
Well, that, but it also just like hit the freak. It went on my screen and started crawling. I gotta clean it. Hold up. Well, you could go on. So we're gonna talk about rants. You want to go first, Joey?
I don't know. I think you should start the rant, and then I'll
Fucking
just
rant.
start picking up from there.
All
Because
right.
I feel like you be having some good rants.
Listen. All right. So, so recently, all right, recently we a Flash finished, right? And if you've seen the videos on TikTok or Instagram or anywhere, or if you watched the episode ends with Godspeed Flash and Reverse Flash fighting, but they're just not regular fighting, throwing fists and kicks. They have now decided, and this is in the comics, by the way, which, listen, I understand if something's from the comics, you think it's a really good idea to put it out on TV. Like, the concept of it, it's not really cool. I mean, yeah, it might look cool in a comic, but when you think about it, especially for Flash to basically have an electricity bolt and wield it like a goddamn lightsaber, not just him, but all three of them, it's kind of like, really, dude? Like, you're kind of stretching.
The one thing, yeah, I don't know why they did that. I just think sometimes certain things to say in comics it wouldn't translate well if it
Yeah.
was put into a TV show series, especially when there's a there's a there's a show there's a franchise so big that everyone would know where they took this from. You
Yeah.
know, it's like it's not like somebody would be like, "What? Where's this from? This is familiar. This is something that's like from a huge franchise. This is lightsabers for Christ's sake." It's like, when did this happen? They have their speed. They have their ability to run and fight. Why do they need lightsabers now? or lightning sabers or
Dude,
whatever they want to call it. But
I
it was
ne- I don't get it, and it's kind of like it's not. I fucking hate my family.
it's like
I'm
we're
sorry,
running
guys.
out.
I have to
They're
bring it
running
up.
out of shit to do.
They literally just want to bother me. They literally. Where is the break? Let me know. Seriously, all that for a freaking. Can I buy something off of Amazon in your account? Like what? Like seriously, right now? Like I just said, I have the. But what makes you think I want to do that? What makes you think I want to help you? You had literally 2 hours of me, and now you want to do. I need to move out, man. So, anyways, going back to our thing. Yeah, I just don't get the concept of thinking. Listen, I know it's in the comics, but not everything, every idea is a good idea. And putting this, it wasn't really a good idea. I don't know. That's why maybe a lot of reasons. Even if it wasn't even, I think, filmed good. Because if you look at the fighting, even though they're going slow, it kind of looks tacky as well. Yeah, have you seen the video?
Yeah, I've seen the video. It's
Sorry about that.
it's not as good as it used to be. But then I feel like after a while, CW, as their shows keep going, they try as much as they can to keep the viewers entertained.
Yeah,
They have to have love interests. She won't they will they relationships, and it's and I'm scared to actually think of this about what would happen with Superman and Lois. Like if it's I just hope is as strong as all the episodes we have seen so far. Yeah, there was a little bit of dull ones. We felt like it was an okay episode of Superman, but they're a lot more entertaining than all the other CW superhero shows right now. And I hope it doesn't fall apart, because at some point even Smallville kind of like fell off a little bit, you
right.
know. And though we were watching it and we wanted to see how he becoming Superman, his relationship with Lois, though his awful relationship with Lana and Chloe joining Nexum, we we still kept watching the show.
Yeah. Again, it was good up until season 3, and that's where I think a lot of the majority of fans of Flash probably left. And some of them stick around because they thought it was gonna end up being good. Listen, the only really good character, two characters I really, really like enjoying watching, which was Cisco and Barry.
Yeah, and I feel like his relationship. I don't really like Iris's character. I don't feel that she she's becoming a little bit more relevant, in like they're trying to make her more relevant into the show, to have her all around character. She doesn't really need super speed. Just be,
I
the
saw a
woman that
video.
sticks by her man, like just be Lois. It's like right now Lois is like the best wife in on TV right now of superheroes. I
Mm-hmm.
love the hell out of her character, you know.
So I saw a video of when Iris gets powers, and not even 10 minutes later, she's supposed to save the world. So she literally learns how to run on water and create a tidal wave to save the city. And she
Yeah.
literally just goes on water, creates a curve, and then comes back to the city, and the tidal wave's already coming. What? What?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You gotta write a
I
character
I
good,
stopped I
dude.
stopped watching the show a long time ago. I think I stopped watching after the Crisis of Infinite Earths, and things started to kind of
Yeah, I
tumble
only
from.
just picked up on like the big events, the one
Yeah,
year events.
and
Yeah,
then now, like with Arrow got canceled, and Supergirl's getting canceled. Batwoman is wherever it is right now. I don't know. I just, you know, if the things are, if the rumors are true, and um Grant Gustin wants to get out of it, like he wants to leave the Flash, then I give it to him. I mean, it's, the show is not as great as it used to be. Just end it with a great bang or something, and just let it be. You know, I don't think that Crisis Infinite Earth stuff is gonna keep on going. All the shows, all the characters are not really there anymore.
No. Um, do you have a rant though? Now that we finished my rant
Rent.
of the day, of the day, be anything you want. Said your job, paid office work.
Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about that place. I don't like desk jobs. I don't like sitting in front of a computer and having to dial numbers and people's names and stuff and put things together. At some point, my boss is gonna probably watch this video and see and say something about it. But honestly, I it's not my. I like labor. I like picking up boxes. I like working hard and
Like
running
to
back
pick
and
things up and
forth.
put them down. Put them
Yeah,
down.
I'd rather do that. Can't stand being on a desk job.
I just hate being bored. Like a security job, dude, is so boring. I'm sorry if you're working security and that's your gig, but like, I don't know how y'all do it, but I like to move around. I can't sit or stay in one place the whole time unless I'm video editing. Like that's different because I'm actually that's like passion. But hey, to stand there for 8 hours and literally have 30 minutes of break and just like it's just a waste. I mean, life force. That's a job, right?
Well, I've been wanting to play this game with you.
Oh
It's
sucker.
called Heroes and Villains.
Ah,
So there's questions, and you have to find the answers to them. And this is pop culture. So let's see. First question:
yeah.
which superhero movie features the characters Hit Girl and Big Daddy?
Come on, kick ass.
You're right. Who does Rocky fight in Rocky 4?
Fuck. Dragons. Something dragon. You if you die, you die. Fuck is his name?
I'll give you that one.
I got his name.
I'll give you that one. All right. Next question.
Orndorfer.
In the 1992 movie, what villain could you summon by looking into a mirror and saying his name 5 times?
Uh, Beetlejuice.
5 times, not three.
Oh, wasn't the fucking clown? Wasn't it the fucking clown? Oh no. Oh. Oh my god, I know this, but I don't know this. I don't know the name. Didn't he is it wasn't his shit like clown and like ice cream or something like that?
No.
No? What's his name?
Give up?
Yeah.
Candyman.
I fucking knew it was sweet. Something sweet. Damn it.
All right. What are the names of the Furious Five and Kung Fu Panda?
Oh, Tigress, Mantis. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Hold on. Monkey. We got Tigress. We got Mantis. We got fuck, I forgot the snake's name. We have Crow, right? Not Crow, it's not Falcon, it's fuck. Oh my god, I forgot what the hell he's called.
That was the name of the animals, so it wasn't
I
like it
know, but
had.
I can't think of the fucking name. Not Pelican. Flamingo, no. Oh my god, what the fuck is the bird's name? I only got three right now.
All right.
I give up.
So Viper and Crane.
Oh my god. Crane and fucking Viper. Dude, how am I forgetting this?
What is the name of the villainous shark in Finding Nemo?
Only. I don't know. I forgot his name.
Bruce.
Bruce. Bruce. Wow. See, I forgot that. Yeah. He had a mafia type of vibe, right?
Yeah.
But
Fish
like
are friend, not
friendly shark.
food.
Yeah. Right.
Which actor played Loki in 2011 movie Thor?
Come on, Tom Hiddleston.
Now you give it that one. Which character has been played by Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, and Andrew Garfield?
Spider-Man.
What does Nicolas Cage's character try to steal in the movie National Treasure?
Declaration of Independence.
Do 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 do.
I could have made
Oh,
some songs.
Mojo Jojo was a cartoon villain from which animated TV show?
That's easy. Powerpuff Girls. Come on.
Which movie by M. Night Shyamalan stars Bruce Willis and Samuel Jackson as unlikely superheroes?
Unbreakable. And
Iceman, Goose, and Viper are all characters from which movie?
Iceman. Iceman what?
Iceman, Goose, and Viper are all characters from which movie?
X-Men?
No.
Paper.
I'll give you a hint. It was in they had a phrase. When I feel the need for speed.
Oh, really? No, it wasn't Need for Speed.
It wasn't Need for Speed, but that was one of the phrases that were mentioned in this guy's character in the movie.
Oh my god. Why am I blanking? I don't
All
know.
right. I want to give it to you. Top Gun. Tom Cruise.
Oh, I thought his name was Frost. I don't know why Iceman. Okay. I thought his name was Frost. Val Kilmer's. Go on.
What is the superhero alter ego of Arthur Curry?
Aquaman.
What color pill does Neo take in the Matrix?
I don't remember. Was it the red one? That was the red one.
The
Okay.
red one. Which actor was the first to play James Bond?
Sean Connery?
Huh?
Sean Connery?
Yep. You're the first one to say James Bond.
Right.
Shake it, not stir.
Ashton Martin.
Reminds me, Indiana Jones. That was a freaking great movie. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I hated the last one that came out. I don't understand why they went alien when all the other ones was a bit supernatural. Everything was a bit was about basically the first one was the Ark of the Covenant, the spirits that came out and everybody died when they saw him, which the stupidest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. Watching it back then, I was thinking, oh, this is crazy. People are getting killed because they're going to see it. So Indiana Jones and the woman that he's with have their eyes closed. So he's like, close your eyes and then they will kill you. And everybody gets killed. But as you see, the stick that they're tied to has a gigantic glass eye, as if the spirits are going to attack that. It made no sense.
So
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like they I don't know why they did that. they put a gigantic glass eye, so Indiana Jones and this girl dies. That made no sense to me.
I'll be honest with you, dude. I've never seen Indiana.
Well, you have to see, but no, if you're gonna see Indiana Jones, all of them have there's not really much of a connection in between each of the sequels. It's almost like it's a different, a different adventure for Indiana Jones. I would advise you to watch Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Okay.
Then it'll probably get you into watching the previous ones.
It just that's the last one, wasn't it?
No, it was the last one was the Crystal Skull,
Oh, Crystal.
which
Oh,
was pretty horrible.
okay.
Because however, everybody acting in there was really good. Shia LaBeouf's character was my favorite. Like bringing him into this series because everybody else was sort of old and was old actors from the previous films.
Right.
So Shia LaBeouf felt like a newcomer to the series,
Oh,
especially in
okay.
our generation who's seen the Indiana Jones. It's like this is new,
Yeah.
and but it was pretty cool. His acting was really good, and I like Shia LaBeouf as an actor. As a person, I don't think so, but at the end of the day, he's a good actor. The roles that he has played are really good.
Told by many that he is disliked and liked either way. But now moving on from the rant and the little game that we just played, the trivia that I horribly probably not won. You guys can keep count. We're going to Superman Lois. So what happens in Superman Lois, Joey?
Well, what happens to Superman Lois? Um, it was last week's episode. The week before was the episode when he woke up from his from from being brainwashed by Morgan.
Tallaro. Yeah.
So this episode is their hunt. I guess they were looking for his partner, and she was getting ready to destroy the DOA, but she was stopped by by Superman and John, and Morgan managed to escape. Everything that happened in between with the kids really didn't matter. It was mostly them trying to get away from, you know, answering questions about the situation that was happening in the DOA because, well, they're related to the grandfather and they wanted to know what was going on. So what was important was Morgan Edge came out and escaped, and he started sucking up the energy of the sun. So we don't know what's going to happen next because it left us with a series of questions.
So
But
I think it's going on hiatus again.
oh no,
Yeah, because I saw that the last episode is on the 15th, and this week's I think we're not gonna get it. So I think it's going on hiatus again. So or something on the
it
15th.
just came back.
No.
Great,
Anyway, I think it
slipped
was
my
the
wrist again.
14th. What?
Nothing. Hang myself because I can't deal with the fact that most of these shows are like getting cut off. It's like the day. It's like there's nothing to do during the freaking week. So it's like these things kind of like like I need this right now. This is
Mm.
the this is the only reason I'm alive at this moment. Watching
Yeah,
these
but
things.
dude, it was really scary to see Taro actually suck up the energy or the solar flares,
Yeah.
fucking sun radiation like that. It kind of reminded me of All Star Superman
Oh yeah. When he
because
was like
he's
super
yeah,
powerful.
yeah.
Imagine that's what he does. I mean, it's mostly like he's just gonna sacrifice himself and suck up all the sun and just try to like destroy shit. Because right now, that's imagine that. Like he just become it'll be like kind of like he becomes like Superman's bane or something.
I feel like that's where it's gonna go. And I wonder if because in that comic and even in the show, he was taking care of a creature that ate us. sons, like little sons, and he had little sons, or he created them. It was like a sun eating fucking squid looking like tentacle
Yeah,
type.
that's when he was
I'm like,
showing
imagine
Lois
if,
around in the
hmm?
the fortress.
Yeah. So imagine if that happens. I mean, it'd be cool to see, kind of like a little nod to that comic, which would be nice.
Yeah, that's one thing that none of the shows really took out of it, where we saw more of it in the cartoons, even in the Justice League cartoons from back in the day with James, with Conroy and whatever, was still like in there.
Yeah. So I want to see what they're going to go with next. I mean, that was a really good episode, and the acting on the guy Morgan Edge was pretty good. Kind of scary, gruesome. Tyler again just does a really good job. Lois. Oh, I also love the chemistry that they did where they had that fight because Clark wanted her dad to still be with no, still have that Project 7734,
Yeah,
which it's like basically an arsenal of kryptonite against Superman if he
yeah.
would to ever turn. So, that was really cool. So the dynamic between them, and it
It
was
it
like,
makes perfect sense because if you think about it, it's Superman making this decision. The only person that was able to actually, well, no, because even Superman in the comics gave Batman the kryptonite bullet
yeah,
just in case he
yeah,
gets possessed by anybody or brainwashed by Brainiac. So it makes freaking perfect sense that this is happening because the thing is that I love the fact that he said like he felt good. He felt like he was free to actually do these things and be free from himself.
yeah.
It's kind of like that episode of Justice League Unlimited when he fights Darkseid when he says, you could take a punch. I've always been afraid to hurt someone or hurt something or hurt the people around me, you know, but I'm not holding back this time. So the idea that this time, because of being brainwashed by Morgan Edge, he wasn't like freaking holding back. He would have killed John Henry in a heartbeat, you know. So I understand why he would tell her that and tell him that to keep it. And of course, his wife is gonna be like not really feel pretty pissed off about it. But in all honesty, I would say it's kind of true. I would,
Hmm.
it's what a hero would do. It said, if I ever got this far, there has to be an ultimatum. There has to be like, you know, contingency plan
Precautions,
to,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. What was the episode called? With an F.
Was he Eradicator? No, was it?
It wasn't Eradicate.
Which one? In Justice League?
No, no, no. The last episode. The name of the title of the episode. The fuck was it called? The fail plan, the fall plan, something like that. This is getting hot up and sorry. So going back, Superman and Lois. Where were we on that? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
You asked me a question.
talk. Yeah. What was the
What
question?
did what did you say? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, well, where were we on that?
Oh, you were asking me for the title
Yeah,
of
it was a
Superman
fail,
and
the
Lois.
fail plan or something like that.
It fails.
That's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, and
Um,
then we were talking about we were talking about pretty much his the idea that he wants the DoD to keep on with the project, which I think
yeah, it just makes
it's
sense
a
for him to
smart
say
thing to
that. Yeah.
do, Even in Justice League, it was crazy because even in Justice League, there was no safety plan. There was a safety plan, but it was in hiding,
Right.
and they were hiding it from Superman.
Yeah.
Even though Superman was like, "I'm good," and this, and that, there was always a contingency plan against Superman, regardless, because they were pretty powerful. But even Batman even throw it in his face because of what happened in the multiverse episode when he killed Lex.
You know, it's funny because I thought he was gonna say, "I need you to do this," because I also have someone else. Here's some kryptonite, giving it to you, and somebody else has it, but I won't tell you. You know, something like that. Drop a hint, like, yeah, there is Batman, but maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to know if John will end up sort of embracing embracing the whole Superman thing and becoming the new Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
he'll
I thought when he was in the barn and working on the suit, I thought he was already putting the ash shield.
Yeah, I thought that too, but it was like a little
Yeah,
insect.
it was the insect
Yeah.
for his daughter.
What was the insect that he put? Hmm.
Is it like a moth or something? I don't remember.
Because he put
It's
something, but this is the thing. I want to know. Let me see. I might be wrong on this, but I let me check this out.
hold
DC
up, I got
Comics.
what's his name again? John Henry.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. First appearance, Teen Titans.
Name was Natalie, but I don't.
Hmm.
Um,
No, I'm not gonna get that answer. I don't think that answers this. I thought that it would have been like a Bumblebee, and it was gonna be like his daughter was supposed to be like the DC character on Bumblebee, but no.
no, it did. Maybe it was Bumblebee or something. But yeah.
Yeah, but
I, I,
it is a character, but I don't think it's in any relation to John Henry.
uh,
Remember, she appeared in Young Justice, but she had a relationship with one of the characters in there. I think it was
yeah.
forgot his name. Hmm. He was like that Captain America dude that was like leading some of the team.
Um, yeah, I think the next episode should be coming in either next week, not this week. That we're shooting Monday the 26th
Said
July.
the show came in late. That's why. Most of the time, most of these shows come in into like September. There's never any shows in the summer. So it's
Oh,
very rare to have shows in the summer. But the reason we probably have shows in the summer is because during the pandemic, so a lot of shows were not airing. The fact that we're getting shows in the summer is really shocking because most of the shows don't appear, no new episodes don't appear during the summer. It comes back around September.
see, so the July 12th. But yeah, there will be another short break right after Tuesday, July 20th, and then August 10th,
August 10th,
and
we come
only
back.
4 episodes are left. Yeah,
Hmm.
fuck, is it so damn long?
I think that the brother that doesn't have abilities is gonna get a suit. He's gonna build a suit with John
Ooh, that would be a good idea to do
because
for
he's
the
been a little bit
show.
more curious about John's like suit, and
Suit
he's been a
and
little bit more like going into his lab when he was like working on stuff. And I've been seeing it like even in that part when he says, I don't care if you're gonna go see John and doing suits, and he said something like sort of like the right like she said it wrong, and then he said the proper answer like as a smart ass. But it felt like I can see, since his brother has abilities, his father has abilities, and he has nothing to sort of show for. I can see him actually learning the kinks and ability, and learn to build a suit,
right.
because even he was he was kind of interested in when he saw that there was an alternate version of he had an alternate sister
Yeah.
that he felt like he would have loved to meet her, and she was also tech savvy with her father. So the idea that he might be the one that starts to sort of
Yeah,
text
that'd
like
be cool too.
to help out his dad, that would be cool.
Yeah. Wow, interesting. So I
That'd be
just turned on
cool
my
if he
AC
ends
and
up
now you
getting this.
started
You'll
lagging.
end up getting the Superman freaking emblem part. That would be cool.
Oh, him on yeah, him with the suit on it. Yeah, that'd be cool as fuck. Yeah, so I think we have to wait until the hiatus comes back and then they're back and then all that crap. Damn, I hate when it takes so long and all that stuff. Should have been done, and then season 2 comes out like all.
Yeah.
Um
I hope they bring in more characters into the series, villain
oh yeah,
wise,
they should. They
because he had
should.
like the best freaking villains, and
Parasite, I think would be cool.
yeah,
Cool.
but I think they
Metallo.
used Parasite
Oh,
they used
Supergirl.
Parasite in Supergirl, but then I don't know if he died or something happened. But if he pops up, that would be great. I love Parasite.
Did she have also Mr. Pitalik?
Who, the little midget thing?
Yeah,
Mixlick Spicklick?
Mr. Pitalik.
Yes, Mr. Mixlick Spicklick did come out.
Okay. Who did he play? Howie Mandel? Again?
That
That'd be
would be
funny.
cool. But it was some dude. I felt like
That was like a skinny guy, right? It was a skinny guy.
they should have went in with like some little weird CGI thing. I think it would have been
Yeah, I
better.
don't know why they
They
didn't do
always
that.
portray Mr. Mixlick Spicklick live action as a full grown human being who does stupid shit. And I kind of like that little creature thing that flies. Even Batman had Batmite,
Goddamn
you
right.
know?
And Robin had, I forgot what the hell his name was.
Didn't he come out of his finger?
Yeah, yeah. That was a good episode. That was
It was a
funny.
funny episode because they were trying to figure out if when they had the board and they
Yeah.
were trying to figure out which Robin it was, and they had like Jason Todd, but I think they put like the Crossbones because he died, and then they had other versions. It's like if you see between the like the little things, it was like that's pretty messed up that they
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, I
like
saw
even
it.
in Teen Titans Go, there's a scene, there's a background, and then there's an urn holding Jason Todd's ashes, and
Mm-hmm.
leaning on it is the crowbar. It's so messed up.
Dude, did you see the episode or was it the movie when they try to go back and then they in Teen Titans Go when they go back into the other heroes like Batman
Oh
and
yeah,
they save the parents, but then
yeah.
they're getting erased too, so they have to go back. So so they push the parents back into the alley and you just see the shots. It's so fucked up, but it's
Yeah,
hilarious at the same time.
that was like a morbid sense of humor, and the fact that they cameoed literally Stan Lee into the
Yeah.
thing, which was so funny because they made so fun of like oh man, they made fun of him because he was like in the background, but he was looking at the camera like he was trying to
Yeah.
see like if they could catch it. Like when they
That
told
was
him it was like you're in a DC movie, and he knew right. It was like, oh my god, I'm in the wrong place, and he just runs away. I was genius.
Um, so now we're gonna move on to our favorite three Batman. Boom, boom, boom. So, I think you should have the honors to do the third first. Third one,
The third Batman.
your favorite.
Ooh.
Wonder if we agree on the same one. And this can be either animated, it can be voiced, obviously animated.
Okay, there's been
Live
okay.
action.
Here's the thing. Let's switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, never
Our
mind.
three top cartoons, Batman's, and our three top humans.
Damn it.
We kind of
All
have
right.
to separate them. But then again, we don't really. If we decide to do that, then if for the cartoons, it's not that many, because I feel like Kevin Conroy falls along the line of with the movie Batman's, while the other ones are kind of like in the cartoons. Like we already got now Jensen Ackles. We got who else is played a voice?
The guy from Brave and the Bold, I forgot his fucking name, but I know his face anywhere and everywhere, and even his voice. And he was in He-Man, by the way, which I saw He-Man, by the way, and I'm not going to give spoilers, but it was really darn good, and I can't wait for season 2.
mm,
I saw that in one night. That's right, one damn night. It's pretty short, but it's not bad. I liked
mm.
it. Damn, I think it's Dave Baldrick. Hold
He
up,
has a
hold
like
up.
massive forehead, and then everything lines
Yeah,
up to the
yeah,
like. Yeah,
yeah.
I like his voice as Batman.
Oh
I
no,
prefer his voice
Diedrich
as
Bader.
Batman as more than this guy playing Batman, Lego Batman.
Oh. Fuck, really? You like him better?
I like the Brave and the Bold one better.
Because he has like such a tone, like it can be dark, it could be serious, and it could also be light, you know?
Yeah, but
He has
it's like
that.
when he says like smart, like hearing him say like funny things as Batman is
Oh
just
yeah.
pure genius.
Yeah.
Even Kevin Conroy, though, when he was playing serious and he had these moments where it was like humor.
Oh, Will Arnett. There you go.
Will Arnett, yeah, there was moments in when Kevin Conroy said like some humorous things, which cracked me up. And I, what was it? There was two episodes that I, to this day, I always love watching. It's the scene where Hawk Girl is gonna go on a date, um, and then Batman tells him that she's gonna go. Batman is like, "Hey, I had to stop you before you go do something stupid. I got something to show you." And then he shows him like, "Yeah, that guy that you're gonna go on a date with is a stalker." And then all of a sudden he's like, "Video, here it is again. Video, here it is again. Video." So he's like there all the time. It's like, yeah, he's there every single time. There's another video, and he's always. There was just a lot of scenes that it's like you can't help but Kevin Conroy did a hell of a good job doing those roles and stuff like that.
Even in the animated Justice League episodes with him and Wonder Woman were funny. And
Oh
she
yeah,
would
of
try
course.
to flirt with him, but he would also be like, okay, what do I say here so it doesn't sound that bad? Because I'm trying to be, the broody type Batman, not Bruce Wayne, you know?
Yeah.
Because when he's Bruce Wayne, he's suave, but when he's Batman, he can't be that suave.
I
Broody.
think he comes in my three. I think he falls. He's in that category of the three. However, because I'm not at that number yet, my number three is uh Michael Keaton.
Ow. You're gonna put Michael Keaton at the bottom of the three.
Reason why, this is the thing. Because my second is because there's a there's a strangeness between Michael Keaton's Batman and the second person that I have. And if I combine them together, there will be the perfect Batman together. Let's go with your number 3, and I'll tell you my number 2.
I'm gonna have to go with Batfleck,
Mm.
and the reason why is because the two top them. We only had 2 movies with him. We're gonna get a third one. A little bit snippets. There are pictures today that were dropped of Batfleck being in the set of The Flash, having a new motorcycle, and that motorcycle is fucking huge for no damn reason. And that bitch is like a fucking bus. And it's a motorcycle. That man could not even turn. You know what they had to do? The car turned to do like some drift. That man, the scene literally had him go to that corner and then stop and it cut because he couldn't drift. How do you drift up in them, bitch? That man could not turn. Couldn't turn it. So I'm like, what is the idea of having a motorcycle that can't even turn?
I mean, he's notorious for his vehicles. Even in what was it? No, the first Batman with Michael Keaton, when it was trying to turn and he shot the rope on the pole so the rope so he could pull himself around so he could make
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sharp
yeah.
turn. All those vehicles had some crazy shit, but I think the ultimate Batmobile was, as crazy as it sound, the freaking tank, because of the motorcycle. Just because of that scene when the tank got destroyed and all of a sudden it was like ignition, release, boom, he was in a motorcycle all of a sudden. That shit was phenomenal. I
Yeah, that
think
was
that
great.
that
That was a
takes the
great
cake.
idea to do.
Oh my god! But
Fucking
it
I
was like in one of the best action scenes ever, because it was like his shit got destroyed because he was saving, because freaking he was trying to save who he was trying to save,
the truck, wasn't it?
Harvey. He was trying to
Harvey.
save Harvey, and because he was in a big dump in the big truck, and Joker shot the freaking bazooka. Then the tank flew, blocked the freaking truck, and then it got hit, destroyed. And then you think like, what's gonna happen here? You know, like got his shit got destroyed. All of a sudden, a freaking motorcycle came out of it, and he was like going through like department stores, going straight through,
That was
and he
fucking
it was
smart and such a beautiful cinematography. Of the idea of doing that, Jesus Christ.
even the chase in Dark Knight Rises was freaking phenomenal. Remember when he was getting chased by the cops? All of a sudden, he hides inside the alley. He's in the dark.
Oh yeah,
And he gets inside the freaking bat thing, like starts flying. Yeah, man, I gotta go sit down and watch these movies again, because
yeah.
that just those were Batman films. I felt like
Those,
those were like
yeah.
legit Batman films.
But going back to my number 3 in the Batflick, I think that sometimes there are moments where it didn't feel like, especially okay, if we didn't get the Zack Snyder and it's not canon, fucking hell. But the reason that we got that movie is the sole purpose of making Batman kind of fragile. He felt so fragile and so like out of place. He's Batman for fuck's sake. Like he has an idea for the Justice League. It's gonna be a really good idea. It's gonna be ballsy. You haven't seen Attack on Titan, right?
I've seen some of I think the first season.
Dude, you gotta finish the season. Season three. Season three is my favorite because of what happens. And one of the captains in the scouts is fucking like my favorite, and it's just so freaking. Season 3 is amazing. You gotta watch season 3. So finish your goddamn shit. But it reminds me because of the way that like his plan is always supposed to be concise and 100% supposed to work. I don't know why, but like when Superman was resurrected, he was just so. Even though he's not, super powered or anything like that, I don't know. It just felt so flat for Batman in the Justice League, and what we got with Batman v Superman, it was pretty good. Not good enough, but pretty good, pretty damn good. So especially with this fighting scenes, I just felt like there was less detective work with it.
But this the thing. There's always less detective work between. It's
Because in Batman with Michael Keaton, he was actually doing some detective work in his computer. He was
yeah, no,
actually
yeah, because he
looking
was the one who
and
ended up finding the serum to stop the Joker serum.
Joker sir.
I
So
have I have him in number 3 because Michael Keaton, because well, one thing's for sure, he wasn't an actual bat. Why are you sleeping upside down? Um, when she woke up in the bed and he was dangling from the freaking pole, and I was like, he wasn't working out. He was sleeping upside down. Okay, he's not an actual bat. He has, he that's his persona. That's the character that he's portraying. That's
yeah, I don't know what
his
Tim Burton
fear,
was
and
thinking
he's
there.
using it against people. He's not an actual bat. Um, and but in all in general, the like the lore and the Joker's origin story and things like that was, taking that out. But I have him at number 3 because
Wait, hold up.
number 2 is, yeah, yeah, because I had him as number 3 because of the oddities that Tim Burton put in his character. Um, though he kept the sort of the Batman elements, and I think this is what we ended up seeing. We ended up seeing a more of a Batman similar to what Frank Miller was writing in The Dark Knight Returns, and we ended up getting, and I guess this is where they ended up getting when they were doing the Batman cartoons. They found the inspiration out of Tim Burton's, because even Tim Burton's name is in as a producer on that Batman show.
Right.
And even, well, Danny Elfman also, because he did the soundtrack, was also part of, he was pretty much the guy who did the music for that Batman cartoon. So it's like it paved the way to the Batman that we know as what we kept in the Batman animated series, the Justice League, and then Kevin Conroy being the voice of Batman. So it's great that this movie actually paved the way to open doors to creating a series that brought Kevin Conroy, which I'll have him in number 1. But who I have in number 2 is Christian Bale's Batman.
Yeah, I was gonna put Christian Bale as number 2.
And also, the thing is that this is how I see Batman. If I could take characteristics from different Batmans, I would love it's have I liked Tim Burton's Batman, but loved uh, um Christopher Nolan's Bruce Wayne. I would love to see that combination. Like, I feel like we could get an incredible combination there. But have that sort of not the Ben Affleck physique, but have that fighting prowess that he had in
Yeah, so
Batman
I
versus
think
Superman.
it lacked the way he moved around and fought. I think it also lacked his kind of voice. I mean, needed
Yeah,
subtitles for that motherfucker. That's why I didn't go see him in theaters. I just waited for the movies, come out on
yeah,
like DVD or something like that. Because I needed captions. I'm like, I'm not gonna understand what the hell this man is saying. I missed out on going to the theaters and watching The Dark Knight. I'm okay with that. Because of the sole purpose I sometimes literally could not understand what he was saying. But the his scenes and the way that he was written was so damn good. I mean, The Dark Knight Rises has its faults, but it is entertaining. And if you know his lore, then you know the changes that they made, especially for Bane, a lot of changes. But
yeah.
the idea that like how cynical was uh uh uh, uh Talia. Talia? Is it Talia?
It was
Yeah,
Talia Ghul.
Talia Rajagu. Cool. Yeah, like how cynical her plan was because Bruce, the Batman, basically killed. Well, not basically, but like did not save her father, so he passed away. But he did also say that Bruce was one of the best in the League of Assassins. So, yeah, I think like the whole thing, it all piled up together, and it just like made sense at the end of what happened. But yeah, the fighting was kind of like for him. The voice, it was too restricted. He couldn't move. He was more like this, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
there was no. It wasn't
it
like
felt very Michael Keaton wise of how
yeah.
he thought.
It felt, but the thing is, I seen Michael Keaton fight more than I saw Christian Bale fight more. Every time he was fighting, it was mostly in the shadows. So it was like, he threw a kick there, we know, but it was like mostly in the shadows.
Yeah,
Even the scenes that he was fighting when he went into the warehouse and found out that the I think it was the criminals, the cops were the criminals, I think. And they switched them out. They thought the clowns that were out the window were actually the bad guys, but they were actually the good guys. It was just like they were just taped up in their mouth and whatever.
yeah. But the way that they made the Joker feel was very different than Michael Keaton's Batman. But also three the three Joker storyline is very could work, but could not. I don't know. Anyways, what's your number one?
Kevin Conroy. I think his voice was one of the best voices that I think that if we were to put every single cartoon voice that's ever played Batman, he was still put there as number one. It's just very good. It's even as when he was like Bruce Wayne in then when he's Batman, and you were afraid of him and like his voice, and he was very serious. Just the way he like spoke to people and things like that. It was just, I mean, like he knew how to be
Magoo.
charming when he was Bruce, and there was a difference between how he acted as Bruce as compared to when he's playing Batman. There is not just a suit. Like his tone of voice and the way he kind of moves, you still sense like there's a difference between them. And
Yeah,
it,
he
and it
knew how to
was
take
always
it
downright
serious and then
interesting.
also be
And
suave
then
with
since
it.
we ended up getting like what 3 games with
Yeah,
Kevin Conroy playing the voice, it was still freaking brilliant.
brilliant to this
Even though
day.
I felt that the voice was a little bit more robotic and less scientific in the Batman games.
In the what?
Like I didn't feel like it was as good as the cartoons were
Which?
in the games. I felt like when Kevin Conroy spoke, he spoke mostly. It felt robotic, like they were trying to slow down his voice instead of speaking more like fluently, as if he's having just a conversation. And
Right.
I said, there was moments where I felt like when I'm playing it and whatever, I like the game, but then if you're really paying attention to how Batman talks, it is, I must find a way out of here. Using my artillery will help me find anyway. And, it was as he spoke that way, and I was like, it was weird. It was even when he spoke to Barbara on the phone most of the time in Batman Arkham City. He was like, Barbara, your father, he's dead. And I was like, come on, that's be more sympathetic than that.
Um, I need to point this out because you're gonna be like, "What?" Let me tell you the cast. Oh, actually, let's finish. I will agree. Kevin Conroy is number one on my list. The reason why is because we grew up with the animated Batman for a while. We watched the Justice League and the Justice League Unlimited series. Um, we played the games, and we've seen even the other movies that they came out with him. Not in particularly with the New 52 type of Batman, because I think they used different cast.
Yeah.
They casted other Batman.
They did Doom.
He did
They
did do.
did Flashpoint Paradox. He was there for a little bit. His voice, Batman. Um, Even those little Justice League cartoons that were like 15 minutes long that were like
Yes.
had all the superheroes. Even Kevin Conroy was doing that Batman.
Yes. Um, but the way that he has been, infectious and just great at Batman is so like it's hard to say he's on par with anybody because that's like the pinnacle. That's the blueprint of being Batman. His acting performance. Now that's just voice acting, but still a lot of people can't mimic the way that he can do it. And that's what I think it makes him one of the greatest Batmans out there. Other people might say that you can't really put him as there as him because he's just a voice actor. I say nah. Even voice actors are pretty good damn actors. Regular actors. Yeah.
No, yeah, I think Kevin Conroy was ah he he had a his voice was like he commanded like he's very commanding, and it was like every time he Batman appeared and you heard Kevin Conroy's voice, whoever he was talking to, it was like, you know, you always step back. Even I remember that scene where he got hurt and they told him, "Hey, stay in bed. You're hurt." But he got up and Martian Manhunter was like, "You should stay in bed. You shouldn't even be moving." He was like, "Are you going to do something about it?" And then Martian Manhunter just stepped away, you know, and and he kept doing whatever he was doing.
Right.
And even like when he went to Amanda Waller's house, he sneaked in and there was massive security that she even had TVs all over her room, knowing where the cameras were pointing. He managed to sneak into her bathroom and hand her her towel. They said, "We need to talk now." I mean,
Fucking brilliant.
it's and even Amanda Waller in the end, when he disappeared, she was shaking. I would have been shaking too. The dude was freaking deep.
Yeah, that episode with Ace, the girl that passes away because of her power that basically kills her.
Oh yes,
Dude, that shit
because it
had me
was like
crying.
that was epilogue, the name of the
The
episode.
epilogue
I
of the
remember
episode, yeah.
because it was supposed that was the episode that Amanda Waller said that they needed a new Batman, so they injected the Terry McGinnis's father with it to
Really
create.
cynical. God damn, so cynical to think about that. To do that shit.
Yeah. But I love the way that he says it's like, you know, that she said that it's sad that he ended up losing his, he said it's sad that he still lost his parents, but it's like, you still you like you have that drive, but you would never have his amazing brain of his, because it was like the perfect person to send. It's like, yeah, I'll do it. Because the thing is that the funny thing is none of the Justice League members would have taken the shot of shooting a child, but not even, and they looked at Batman as like he was capable. But then again, it wasn't when he went in, the child, she was like, "I knew you wasn't gonna kill me." It's like I could read your mind. And then he ends up sitting next to her because she's already dying. So the idea, but that comes from his childhood too, because he's always overprotective of children, especially because of what happened to him. He doesn't want anybody to experience that.
Right.
And this is the Batman that we don't get in the comics, if you think about it, because this type of Batman that we see wouldn't put down Jason Todd. I mean, there was a lot of things that he said. Your adopted father. You don't say crummy shit to him. And I felt like this Justice League Batman was always a little bit more sympathetic, even in the animated series. Like even Harley Quinn was going through some shit, and even Batman said, "We all have bad days,"
Yeah.
you know. But we don't get that. Batman doesn't really appear in none of the other in none of the other series. It's like there's no really sympathy. Like it's like more like Sherlock Holmes. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
have any sympathy.
Um. Yeah. Well, that concludes our favorite top three Batman. I have nothing else to say other than yeah, goddamn right. And I just want to point out, and moving on from the topic, I want to point out the cast of He-Man. Why the hell am I so damn short? Thank you. So, He-Man is portrayed by Chris Wood. No idea who that is. Probably heard of his voice before. Sarah Mitchell Gellar plays Tila.
Yeah, Buffy.
Lena Headey plays
Yeah,
Evelyn.
she was in Game of Thrones.
Mark Hamill,
Of
Skeletor.
course.
Tiffany Smith, Andra. Diedrich Bader, which is Batman Brave and the Bold, Trapjaw. Liam Cunningham as Man at Arms. Susan Eisenberg as Sorceress. Justin Long as Roboto.
Hmm.
Griffin Newman as Orko. And he was in the Tick series in Amazon on Amazon Prime. Kevin Michael Richardson as Beastman, which he also voiced Batman, I believe. And he voiced what did he voice? I know he voiced somebody in the Batman show. That was kind of like new retro hit type of style. Um, but dude, this is an amazing cast. Even Denny Hazenberg, which is Allstate, you're in
Yeah.
good hands, is King Grace. Oh, well, spoilers. Dude, it's a huge. Dude, you're gonna love this show. Season one, it's pretty short, and it's really, 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 really. And by the way, the soundtrack, oh my god, it's like a non-stop, and it's so damn good.
Yeah, I know. In one of the episodes, Kevin Smith posted it because Kevin Smith was the creator of that show, He Man. He ended up a couple of before the show started. He ended up, yeah, they just sent me the theme song to He Man. You have to listen. So he posted. He was like, while he was there, he put it on. He put it on, and he was like listening to it, and he was like really getting into it. I was like, that's that. He was like so excited about it.
Did you know that he named his daughter Harley Quinn Smith?
Yeah,
I just found that out yesterday.
yeah,
I
because of
even
his
told the guy that I met today that, and he's like, "Wow, crazy ass name for her."
yeah.
Kind of like
Yeah, she was.
Robin.
It was in a couple of his movies, and she's in a TV show as well.
Yes, and I thought,
Yeah, she
what
was in
TV show?
what was the name of it? Yoga Hosers, with Johnny Depp's daughter, which was also
Ah,
written by Kevin Smith as well.
and I think she's in. Uh, Hold up. I know she was. I just googled her. No, I didn't Google her. I just found out that she was in something else. Oh yeah, she's also in Master of the Universe. Yeah, I'm right. He's in the show. So it's crazy. The show was crazy. The show was good. Mattel is finally doing something right.
Hmm. You know what's
uh
funny? Um, um, Kumar Nasiani, the actor, the guy that's in Eternals, and he also did the Big Sick. He
yeah.
they were at, he's a big fan of He-Man. So they were at he was in that hot wing show where they have to eat a whole bunch of different
Oh yeah,
sauces.
yeah.
So they asked him a question about He-Man, and he says, "What came first, the cartoon or the toys of He-Man?" And I did not know this, that the toys came first, and then they started making cartoons.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And I guess it's because I think they were trying to make toys because Mattel during that time had Barbies and stuff like that. And I think they needed to go to the boy genre, to like the boys. And I think they created like muscle bound characters and stuff like that. And then it came out into the whole cartoons. And I was like, that's pretty freaking interesting.
Didn't know that either. Interesting. And with that being said, we're gonna end the show here. You can see us live on Twitch. I don't know why it's acting up. I feel like I'm gonna move the podcast to YouTube because it'll just be easier for me, and I could just record it on
Let's not
StreamYards.
end it yet, because if we are talking about Batman and Kevin Conroy, we should present at least one of our favorite videos from one of the episodes of Justice League. Let me see if I'm able to do this. I hope I could present it. Wait, see if I'm able to present it. Will be shared. It's a Comic Con that he was in. They said that I think he said that he wanted to do something like that, to
Here,
sing, as opposed to something regular like he saves the day. But they thought that was a good idea to have him sing instead of being, just a regular, him doing Batman.
perfect as it. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end it right here. You can see us live. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna move it to YouTube, and you can hear it on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Amazon Music / podcast, and you can hit the link down below, Linktree, and find us all everywhere from Facebook, Twitter, TikTok to YouTube, and even the podcasts places. And I'm forgetting, and Discord. So you could join our Discord and talk to us and ask us some questions. I will say right now, I did buy a ticket for Thursday Comic Con, New York City, October something. I forgot what day, but it's only Thursday because I couldn't get the other times because, well, I got sold out, right? And I was busy at work and I forgot. So I was told by one of my friends there, and I was like, oh shit, and I shit in my pants, and that's the only one I could get. All right.
Yeah, nobody really buys Thursdays like they used to, but
I know, man, but you know what? Maybe I could get a merch from Doctor Who that I've been wanting because well, I'll tell Joey about that later.
there's
You'll
always
have to
like less
subscribe
there's
to
always
us.
less people on Thursdays, so it's always good. It's much easier probably to shop on
Oh yeah,
Thursdays.
that's what I want to do. And I don't know if they have any panels, but I know Marvel and DC opted out from San Diego Comic Con. So I don't know. Big news coming up probably. But I don't know any panels right now for Thursday that Marvel and DC have. That's huge. So we'll see. Until then, Geek
Yeah.
Gods. Oh, go ahead.
No,
All right. Well, until
nothing.
then, Geek Gods, we'll see you in the next one. Peace. You're so late to that.